Have you ever worked so hard on something, only to discover that everything you built was already outdated before you even started? There was once a crow who never went hungry, not because he was smart, because he was a very, very good watcher. Every morning, the crow would sit on a high branch and watch the fox below. The fox was fast, sharp, and careful. He moved through the forest with a plan. He dug small holes near the three-stone rock, behind the fallen log, under the roots of the big oak. Then he dropped his food inside and covered each hole like it was a secret. The crow watched all of this. He memorized every spot. He drew a little map in his head. He had never needed to hold more than 10 spots in his head at once, and for now, 10 was exactly enough. And the next day, when the fox was gone, the crow flew down and hid his own food in patches of ground right beside each of those spots. Close enough to copy the logic. Same rock, same log, same oak roots, just a few steps to the side. He was so pleased with himself. No thinking required, no effort wasted. He had the best map in the forest, and he did not have to make it himself. But here is the important part. The crow never saved anything for long. Each evening, he would circle every spot, eat what he had stored that day, and start fresh the next morning. His whole system was a daily routine. Watch the fox, copy the fox, eat, repeat. This went on for days. The crow ate well. He slept well. He told himself he was clever. But the fox was paying attention too. The fox had sensed something wrong on the second day. He waited one more morning to be certain before changing anything. On the third afternoon, he confirmed it. The soil beside his holes near the three-stone rock was disturbed in a pattern he had not made. He circled the fallen log. Same thing beside it. He checked the oak roots. Same thing again, just slightly to the left of where he had dug. The fox did not make a sound. He just changed his plan. That night, the fox moved everything. New holes, new locations, a hollow behind the waterfall, a space between two large gray stones near the eastern path, a patch of soft ground beside the berry bushes. He also made sure to leave before the sun came up. The next morning, the crow woke up and flew to his watching branch, but the fox was already gone. The forest floor was still. There was no one to watch. There was nothing to copy. So the crow did what his map told him to do. He flew down with full confidence and went straight to the patch beside the three-stone rock. Nothing. He went to his spot near the fallen log. Nothing. He worked his beak along the ground beside the oak roots, flinging dirt in every direction. Nothing, nothing, nothing. He had eaten everything the previous evening, as he always did. There was no backup. There was no reserve. His map was the only thing he had, and his map was now a list of empty holes. He dug faster. He moved to the next spot. Empty. He ran to the one after that. Also empty. He looked left, then right, then dug 3 more holes in the same area just to be sure. Still nothing. His chest feathers were full of mud. His wings were tired. He had been digging for an hour and had found exactly 0 pieces of food. The fox sat on a flat gray rock on the ridge above him. He had circled back later that morning, curious whether his plan had worked. He watched the crow destroy the ground below with increasing confusion and decreasing dignity. At one point, the crow dug the same hole twice without noticing. His mental map, built for 10 spots and never tested beyond that, had collapsed entirely under the weight of full panic. The fox eventually stepped off the rock and walked away. He had already eaten. The crow kept digging until the sun moved. He never found the food. He never found any food that day, because his entire system depended on one thing he did not control: the fox continuing to do exactly what the fox had always done. But the fox had a new plan. The crow only had a copy of the old one. Here is the truth the forest already knew. The one who always copies someone else's path will always arrive one step behind, because the person they are copying has already moved on. If this story made you think about your own map and whether it is yours or someone else's old one, hit like and subscribe. New stories like this one every day, and trust us, you will want to find these yourself.